The show Bewitched is before my time. I've never actually seen an episode, but I know a little bit about the show. It came out in 1964. One thing that television does is brainwash people. There's a little bit of different ways to do it, but basically it's having lies on screen making them seem true, or an agenda, something like witchcraft, trying to normalize it. Harry Potter does the same thing with witchcraft and quote unquote magic. So I know enough that Elizabeth Montgomery played Samantha, the main character. She was the witch in Bewitched, and I think Endora was her mom by Agnes Moorehead. So again, this show came on in the 60s, and I'm sure a lot of us have noticed. It's like the frog in the pot. It's like a frog in the pot, the boiling water. If you increase the heat very slowly, the frog will not notice and it will boil to death because it doesn't see any danger coming. And if you think about TV, like violence and sexuality, it's crazy nowadays. An example for me would be, I remember when the cartoon South Park came out. And at the time, I'm like, wow, these cartoons are swearing and there's violence, and it was something. And now it just seems like nothing because I've been desensitized to it. I've been brainwashed by television. I can admit that. When I watch TV nowadays, it's with discernment. I don't watch a lot of it, but I watch hockey and game shows with my grandparents. But the show Bewitched, it made witchcraft normalized, right? It normalized witchcraft and made it seem kind of fun or interesting or whatever. And people don't know the dangers of it, so they get involved with it. So the show Bewitched, here's the cast members. Elizabeth Montgomery, Agnes Moorehead, and Dick York, I think his name is. I'm not sure. Again, these people are kind of before my time. But what's Agnes Moorehead doing in the background there? She's doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, a show about witchcraft, but it's a comedy, so it doesn't matter, right? Like, a show about witchcraft has Agnes Moorehead, one of the characters, doing the gesture we see daily here. It's about so-called enlightenment. It is the false light of Lucifer, who is Satan, and it's the pride of humanity to pose like this, right? She's just throwing it in the background there. The average person wouldn't catch on to that, but that's what she's doing, the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. And she dresses up like a stereotypical witch here with the black hat and the funny nose and long nails and whatever. And here she is. Maybe she's at home and she's got the Freemason checkerboard on the floor. Who would have thought, eh? And Elizabeth Montgomery, who played the main character, I guess these both the main characters, what is Elizabeth Montgomery doing with her eye there? She's putting 666 and the Eye of Horus. This is your television. This is your entertainment. It goes back before the 60s. I'm sure it goes back a long time, probably to like ancient Egypt, if we're going to be honest about it. But as far as like television goes, I think it was from the beginning, right? I've shown, many people from generations before. And Charlie Chaplin is one. I can do another video about Charlie Chaplin sometime because, right, he was a silent movie star. That's the very beginning of like movies and television and the entertainment kind of industry like that. And Charlie Chaplin does the signs and symbols. And Elizabeth Montgomery, Samantha from Bewitched, is doing 666 and the Eye of Horus. Agnes Moorehead does the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, but it's just a comedy show. It doesn't mean anything, right? This is what television has been doing to us. It normalizes things, and we go, okay, I believe the television, and this goes on for news and politics and everything. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, please use discernment and discretion in all things. God bless you.